Hi guys, it's just the morning after Dundalk Levadia game. I think Dundalk done very well last night. Uh, Good atmosphere up around the stadium. I thought had to be over 1,000 Dundalk fans at it. But yeah, no, the game started off with blistering pace with Levadia taking a 1-0 lead, and then that being cancelled out very quickly by a Will Patchen equaliser. So what was it? The first 2-3 minutes it was 1-1, which was not really the pace you want to set in a game. I think you can't really keep that kind of pace up, but it was a very helter skelter I thought at the start. But I know it settled in very very quickly after that, and thankfully though the away goals don't count, so it didn't matter too much. Again, Levadia took a 2-1 lead. Then another two nice goals I thought by them, but Dundalk were very sloppy, didn't defend very well in them situations I thought. But then again, straight away nearly it was 2-all. And I think both Dundalk goals came down the same wing. Jakovkis for the second one with the assist, and Daniel Kelly got the assist for the first one. So, and I think that was like what you could see that all night was Daniel Kelly gave them an awful lot of trouble. His pace really, really punished Levadia last night. I don't think couldn't really keep up with him. And I know I was skipping ahead now to the end, but at the very end of the game, Daniel Kelly was in on goal, and I think he pulled his hamstring then. If he didn't pull his hamstring there, it could have been a very different situation there for Dundalk going into the next week's game. But all in all, I think Dundalk were the better side. Right up till the hour mark, it was very even. Both teams had good possession of the ball, and I think Dundalk had a little bit more. But no real chances were created apart from the four goals. But then when Zahibo came off and Greg Sloggett came on, Greg Sloggett really opened up that game. So he did really just dominated Dundalk. I think Zahibo was a wee bit too passive in his passing. There was a lot of back passes and sidewards passes, whereas Greg Sloggett was getting the ball. And he was pushing it up the field, pushing it out to the wings a lot. And I did notice as well, I don't know if it was intentional or not, but Zahibo, when he was on the pitch, he'd be in positions and you could see McElhaney, Patchy and Stanton would be standing there with the ball looking at him, and then they just ping a ball way over, or they play it back instead of paying to him, because a lot of his passes were going to miss last night. So I wonder, like, subconsciously even was that like the players like, I'm not passing it to him. And I think that kind of like the confidence in him was gone, like confidence from the other players for Zahibo was gone. So I'm thinking maybe was that the reason why they weren't playing at him, and then when Sloggett came on, he was able to open up the game because they have more confidence in him. But like Sloggett, I think had a very good game, especially coming back. He was only back from back injury. Don't know exactly what was wrong with him, but so he was out for a few weeks, and he came back and he turned that game upside down. So because it was kind of 50-50 beforehand, but then after he came on, the Ducks should have won the game. We should have won that game. Just, I mean, no clear cut goal scoring chances really, but the amount of corners we had, the amount of crosses into the box, the amount of possession, we should have done a bit more with that. And I'm hoping now, like, I know David McMillan's like, scores for fun in Europe, but I think that game cries out for big Pat Hoban, so hopefully he's able to come back. Big strong man in the middle, a good header of the ball. I think he is a better header of the ball than McMillan, so them crosses will hurt more in the second leg if Hoban is able to get on the pitch. As well as that, I think we missed Michael Duffy last night. His guile, his quickness, his just Duffy in general. Oh, he would have tore them to pieces with his pace, his wee skill, his passing of the ball. I don't know, we didn't hear exactly what happened to him or why he wasn't there. Hopefully it is just something minor, because he is one of Dundalk's talisman, one of the best players we have, one of the best players in the league, let's be honest. And I think he really showed that we missed him last night up and down that left wing. But Zahibo just, no. He was very passive. I think that was the main thing for me, was that he was just very passive, very negative at the ball. When he got the ball, he was going backways, sideways. You want him, like, he's a big lad, you want him winning free headers and things like that, just 50-50 headers, just really punching defences, and he just wasn't doing it. It just wasn't, like, it's so frustrating now with him, because you can see it in him that he has potential to be a good player. I do think at times it does show through, but he's just, I don't know if he's just not interested in Oriel or what is the story there. But yeah, he's not doing it, and he needs to step up. A big chance for him now with Shields gone, so there was. But Greg Sloggett is taking that place now. Greg Sloggett's just been fantastic since Shields left. I thought he was very good, very big loss in the last wee while with that back injury of his. But good to see him back though. But I can't see Dundalk being scared of them in Levadia. Like we have to go score, but so do they, because away goals don't count. So like it's a new game. It really is. It's not like they're coming in with a if they had have had the 2 away goals, if an away goal still counted, you'd be going over there going a bit worried now, because like they do seem times hard to break down if they sit back and hold. So they would have been harder to break down. But now they still have to go out and score. Otherwise it's going to penalties, extra time penalties and that, and I don't think they want that, because it did seem like they tired. So I think it will favour Dundalk if it does go to extra time. Don't know about penalties now, but I do think extra time Dundalk should be more confident in themselves. They seem Dundalk have a very good energy level, like really overall, and of course like we have a couple of good players to come off the bench. Like if you take Han off the bench in the extra time, or even Daniel Kelly if he starts on the bench, like they're 2 players you don't want coming on when you're tired. You have tired legs out there. Like they're very quick players. They run at you and stuff. You don't want that, because straight legs are going to be, tired legs going to be left out. The players are going to go over them, so they don't. Levadia are going to have to worry about that. And I think as well, every day it's closer to Pat Hoban coming back, closer to Cameron Dunn again. That like these are guys they don't know how to play against, because they haven't played against them. But I think all in all, I still think that partnership between Pat Sheen and McElhaney is very good. I'm really happy with that. Unfortunately, it's going to be broken up at the end of the season unless a Hail Mary happens and Dundalk somehow manage to convince McElhaney to stay, but I think it's done and dusted, isn't it? But again, they're playing very well together. Who would have thought? Like, I think last season Will Patchen didn't shower himself in glory. He went off to Derry, really dug deep, trained himself up, got himself really good, and now he's come back and he's phenomenal last night. So I thought he was. Now, a couple of his crosses I thought went a wee bit deep. He didn't really like. There were good crosses and that, but they were very deep. I think I wouldn't like to have seen a bit of mixture in them, in set pieces and that. But all in all, it was a good game. I enjoyed it. I think Dundalk were the better of the 2 teams. Maybe a draw was the right result. It's hard to say. I think Dundalk were the better side. If a winner would have come, it would have come from Dundalk, but we just didn't create enough goal scoring opportunities. We had the ball a lot, as I say. We had crossed into the box, corners, we had a lot of set pieces, but we just weren't making any of them count. I think when you have guys the size of Zahibo, the guys the size of Sonny Lannistead and that on the pitch, they need to be really punishing players in attacking set piece situations. Unfortunately, as I said, they didn't. But I'm very confident we can go over there now and get the job done. Before going into this game, I was a wee bit worried. You don't know what to expect from these teams, and I think Levadia is top of their league, so like that's always hard. You're going in and you're like, this team's flying high. We have to do something to break them down. But I think there's nothing there to worry us. 1 or 2 of their players seems quite good, but I think they're going to be coming into this game in Levadia. We were more scared of us than we are of them, especially going forward. But so I'll just wrap it up there. Thanks very much, lads, and Montown.